My mom promised to take care of me during my first pregnancy, but I ended up taking care of everyone except myself right after birth while she was busy ignoring me, and now that I'm about to give my second birth, she wants me to give her another chance. I'm in my final month of my second pregnancy and my mom is coming to stay with us to help care for my 2-year-old. After the birth of my firstborn, my mom came to help and was a just no mom. My mom used to have a reputation as a baby whisperer, and my sister always told me how much help mom was with both of her kids. When mom offered to come help out for 2 weeks to a month, I was pretty excited. Then she came. Actually, before she even arrived, things were already going off the tracks. We lived in a small apartment but could organize a short-term stay apartment in our building. Initially, she asked me to book for a month, and she would come and go as needed. She's a 4-hour drive away. That quickly came down to 2 weeks, with the option to extend if needed, then down to 10 days. I stayed in the hospital 3 nights, standard for my country, then hubby and I were home for 3 nights before we expected anyone. Here's a list of what happened. On the second day of being home, Mom had given my address to a friend of hers to come by and visit, without asking me beforehand, and this was during the Rona times. On the first day Mom arrived, she immediately told me she had to run some paperwork errands. She proceeded to borrow my husband, to help her find places in the city, and left for the day. Every time she went out, she would leave my dad behind. He is partially disabled, she's his full-time carer, so the most help he offered was reading out the crossword clues while I breastfed and popping the kettle on for me. Sometimes she left him in their apartment, and I would have to go up to their room to help him down to my apartment. She made several comments about my choices, such as using disposable wet wipes instead of cotton cloth with warm water for changes, his cold little bum. My sister and her 2 boys also came interstate to visit for 4 days. Mom turned to play host to them and organized things with my nephews and husband. This means I had both my sister and my dad keeping me and the baby company, which was nice but no mom. She organized a family luncheon at my tiny apartment for 10 people, which I ended up playing host of. She did buy stuff for everyone to make their own sandwiches, but she sat down to chat with my sister's godparents, yup, not mine, so I was running plates and cutlery, 8 to 9 days after giving birth. Another day, she went to meet up with a cousin for coffee and was gone half the day. Apparently she was just enjoying walking around the city gardens. Another day, she went for a walk in the morning and came back after lunch, having bought herself a new handbag and telling me how lovely it was to treat herself to a hot chocolate. She then told me I seemed to have everything under control, so she and dad would leave a bit early, morning of day 10. She could come back if I needed. Hubby, myself, my sister, and even my dad were really surprised by Mom's behavior. She did see and touch the baby, helped with a baby bath one night, and cooked dinner one night or two. She would also text me on her way back from her own adventures to check if I needed milk or bread. I don't know if it was just post-Rona or the country girl coming to the city or what, but she didn't seem able to focus on the reason she was there. Since then, we've moved interstate and have absolutely no support network around us. We have made friends, but they've all got kids themselves, 18 months to 3-year-olds or dogs. When I go into labor, I wouldn't feel right asking any of them